2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational. Frolfcast, episode 21.
Jason McCain, Ranch Team. Jay, what are your thoughts heading into round one?
Just want to get the nerves all out after the first hole, obviously. Just try to hit my line. It's totally different when you're playing match play, so you really actually do have to pay attention to what the person's doing that you're playing. So depending if you're throwing first or second, you might actually even have to make an adjustment on the first hole. So we'll see.
Starting on hole 20, what's the game plan out the gate?
I'm probably actually going to throw a fairway driver, even though I don't necessarily need to. But I want to take a little bit off my throw and really concentrate on hitting the line. And if I go a little long, that's no big deal.
What spot are you playing in today?
The fifth spot. So the fifth spot in the Open. So I really don't have a great rating to play Open necessarily, but there's really not a ton of players that are over 970 anyway. So we'll see what happens.
Good luck today, Jason. Jason McCain for Team Ranch here at Sandy Point Invitational. Good luck today.
Thanks.
David Heasley from the Open Division on hole 20 across the fairway as we watch it. Hits a putt from 42 feet for the birdie and a point for Team Alliance. Live here on hole 24 at the Ranch. The Ranch team finds himself on the left side of the fairway short. Laying up to the basket is Jason McCain. Aaron DeVries lays up for the Mad City team. A push here on hole 24. As we walk down the fairway of hole 25, the infamous flag hole here at Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch. And a couple of forehand entries off the tee, finding themselves inside the circle looking for twos, and a probable push here for the local Ranch team against the Mad City Bombers. McCain and DeVries. McCain backed up against the wall that boasts the flag itself, a large American flag, about 10 feet by 20 feet wide. And McCain backed up against the wall, nails the putt, followed by DeVries, and a push here on hole 25. Frolfcast live here, Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch, making the walk after holing out at 25, after watching the competitors hole out on hole 25. Making an interesting walk through the cabins near the main lodge, where most of the competitors will be staying for the weekend as they compete in the team tournament. And as you make the walk through the woods, through the cabins, you find yourself located atop a hill overlooking Squaw Lake here at Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch. And looking down at the basket of hole 26, perched next to Squaw Lake. After the players throw their tee shots down the hill overlooking the lake on hole 26, they take a left turn and find the wide open lake on the right, occupying the space that would be a straight path to the basket. Instead, it's a left to right. It's a left to right if you want to carry the land and get up to the bucket. %, of the hole is water, 20% land inbounds, water's out of bounds. A signature hole here at Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch. We see Aaron clubbing down to a mid-range and getting up left side of the fairway. There's a small cabin, a fish house, if you will, a great landing zone to pitch up. McCain ripping a nice drive out over the water, perfect amount of turn. It's coming back, and it sticks into the slope that does go down to the water, and it's just shy. He'll have to throw from the pier, about halfway down the fairway, to the island green, to the peninsula green. What a beautiful hole here. We see Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, teeing off. Plays a right-hand backhand up to the fish house. Tries to pitch one up to the bucket, rolls off the backside of the green into the water. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy. Is another victim of the treacherous Peninsula Green here at 27. Catching up with David Teasley here as we walk down the fairway of hole 26. Dave, how's it sitting right now? Who are you playing?
Playing Cameron, don't totally know his last name.
Cameron Messerschmidt, possibly?
Yes, and it is 3-3 with 3 to go. I just had a spit out on the last one. Should be 4-3, but we'll see how it finishes up.
All right, Dave, what do you think of your tee shot here?
That's a little short, but he was in the water. I didn't want to follow up, so we'll see what happens.
All right, David Teasley here, Team Alliance on hole 26. Back here live at hole 26, the down hole with the water behind the basket. Basket sits about 25, 30 feet short of Squaw Lake. Adam Hammis, team disc crapped up on the tee. Opting for a right-hand backhand zone shot and leaving it short. Smart with the headwind here. And it's going to push up about 10 feet short of the basket as he's going to surely tap that in. 4-2 and a point as he plays against the Alliance's Justin Lammers, who threw into the water, made his par putt, but Hammis is in for the 2 and a point here for the Sandy Point Disc Golf Ranch team at the Team Invitational. Andrew Brown, open player for the Mad City Bombers, finds himself on the pirate hole with an early release and a left kick. Finds himself into the adjacent fairway of number 19 here at Sandy Point Resort. And as a former Ultimate player, he gently flicks the same disc, marks the same drive that he had, picks up the same disc, whips it down towards the basket, nestling on the downhill in between a couple of trees, about 10 feet right of the bucket. What a scramble to save the Mad City Bombers from losing a point. Frolfcast live at the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational here on hole 14, 285-foot par 3. We catch up to the ladies' card as they're halfway up the fairway, looking to get up and down. Rips a backhand Anheuser from about 190 feet away. Throws about a 180-foot shot on have a 15-foot look for a par here on the 14th. This is live coverage of the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational from Sandy Point Resort and Disc Golf Ranch in live to Flambeau, Wisconsin, deep in the north woods of Wisconsin. A red-shirted ladies competitor about 3/4 of the way down the left side of the fairway here at the 14th. Throws an Anheuser flexed forehand shot with the right hand, and that's going to scooch up inside the circle. Ladies still struggling here on the 14th. Here at the 13th, on the short position, 241 feet, par 3. And we catch up with the Pro Masters and an early tree hit, followed by a nice flexing lefty backhand, flip up shot, scooting up near the bucket, and that's going to net a point here from the lefty Steve Held. 4-team alliance. Jason McCain on the 13th. Parked. Fucking parked. He's parked. He's going to get one here. What do you think?
I got a little lucky, but that's what it takes sometimes out here.
We'll take luck out here at Sandy Point any day of the week. Frolfcast.
As a small backup congests the walkway behind hole 15's tee pad, we'll check in with MP player Dan from Chesterfields, from Team Chesterfields. Talks about what that course is all about. You're listening to live coverage of the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational from Flambeau, Wisconsin on Frolfcast.
What's the Chesterfields course like?
It's a private course. So it's my friend Andrew and Jason. It's Jason's, Brian's parents, and then like aunt's uncles. They all one big plot of land. And we got 36 holes, like original 18, and then there's like two 9-hole loops. So it's a fun place. Definitely unique. Pretty much everything was homemade baskets for a long time, but we've slowly turned everything into legit baskets now, so it's fun. It's a great place.
Great. Live here at the 15th hole, the 530-foot par 3. Got Team Ranch against Chesterfields. Both throwing pretty good drives. We'll see if they can get up and down. They're about 150-foot approach to the basket from the right side of the fairway. First approach shot from McCain and Team Ranch. Finds itself wide on the right side of the fairway that bends to the left. He'll have about 100 feet left to get up and down. Chesterfield's looks like more angle than he wanted. Hugs the left side, that does jet out about halfway towards the basket. But he sneaks through a couple of early trees and gets up there for a look. And a possible point for Team Chesterfields. Here on the 15th, you're listening to live coverage of the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational. Live from Lac de Flambeau, Wisconsin, Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch. Here on hole 20. Team Sandy Point. Team Minnesota. Couple of nice drives. We'll follow them down to the green. 263 feet of tight flip-up hyzer flip. Greatness. Broadcast live at the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational, where Mitch Privet just lays the drive on hole 23 and smashes this beautiful putt for a 2 to give Team Minnesota a point over the Sandy Point Ranch team. Catch up with David Heasley as we finish up round 2. Dave, I hear about a spit out.
Yeah, first round I had a spit out that might have cost me.
Tell me what happened.
Hit about right here and pushed out to the right.
Flat putt?
Very flat putt. It was
Good speed?
very good speed. And I thought I was already bending down to pick up my thing. Spit out and ended up tying the first round. And second round, came back and came down to the last hole and won the last hole to win. So that's 3-2.
Nice. Congratulations, David Heasley. Keep it up here at the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational.
And
I got the last.
you got the last point?
We went 2-3.
Yes. And that's 1, 2, 1, 4.
And congratulations goes out to the Mad City Bombers for defeating Team Burr in the finals. This has been Frolfcast coverage of the 2020 Sandy Point Team Invitational, live from Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch in Lac de Flambeau, Wisconsin.
All right.
It's probably because I'm not writing numbers. It's just like putting toys away.